Good evening and welcome to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds Arena. Currently ongoing is the Wake Forest Demon Deacons versus the Christopher Newport Captains. Action has already begun. We are almost halfway through the first period. The score is 1-1. Wake Forest scored last off of a Rockford goal. It was the equalizer. Here tonight, play-by-play to start the night is Blake Robinson alongside me, color commentator Scotty Kimmelman.
It's good to be here, Blake.
And on the camera and soon to be commentating is Jackson Baker. Feller gets it out to the blue line, over to Mahoney. Shot inside deflected. And another goal by the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
What a shot there.
With 11:56 left, the score is 2-1 Wake Forest. A fast start for both the Captains and the Demon Deacons tonight.
Yeah, missed opportunity there on the first shot with Mahoney. Way to be there to finish. Wake leads now 2-1.
Mahoney and Rockford, the two scores tonight. Number 2, Rockford. Number 25, Mahoney. Scotty, an early shot on goal differential. A lot of times Wake Forest will either be way ahead, like last year we saw, or they'll be way behind. This year, so far, looking way ahead.
Yeah, you know, Blake, I mean, just really coming out with the fiery presence. You saw with that power play, great shift there. You saw in the last goal there, 2 shots on goal. The second one, obviously, going in the back of the net. But yeah, great start so far for the Demon Deacons, and out on top early.
Captains get the puck, trying to set back up, but great pressure by the Deeks. Feller checked across the boards, now on the ground. Lots of contact along the boards closest to us. Now puck going around the bumpers, and the goalie has to sit on it. And again, contact in the crease. A couple players in each other's faces. 10:37 left. Some tempers already, Scotty.
Yeah, some big hits we just saw there, about 4 or 5 right in front of us.
Looks like they made up, though. Feller, a little friendly tap.
I mean, I'd hope they make up. We're
long ways to go.
Yeah, less than 10 minutes into this first period here. Ways to go in this one.
Granelli on the dot. Wake wins the drop. Puck to the bumper.
Good pass there, just couldn't hang on to it.
Puck down to the Wake Forest defensive end. The Deeks swarming the Captains. Feller with the puck in the neutral zone. Flips it up into the air. Another hard hit on the boards. That's Race hitting a Captain. And the net becomes dislodged. There comes the whistle with 9:44 left. The net almost stayed in place.
Yeah,
it did a little topple, and then it eventually became
That was
dislodged.
pretty cool. I thought they weren't going to blow the whistle there,
Yeah,
but you kind of
but-
had to after a minute.
Yeah, right at the very end, it came dislodged.
Yeah. Rules are the rules.
Yeah, unfortunately. Moran's on the dot this time for the Deeks. Puck drop goes to the Captains. Shot back inside. Captains get possession again.
Icing waved off there, wow.
Moran with the puck, sends it down behind the goalie. Around the bumper, headed back down towards Taranteve in net for the Demon Deacons. Albers setting up behind Taranteve. Good pressure by the captains. A little bit of a lull between both the teams, trying to set up momentum as we're entering the back stretch of this first period.
Yeah, captain's really struggling to make some noise in their own zone after that first goal.
Pass inside, goal! A Mahoney pass sets up the goal by Moran, and the Deeks take a 3-1 lead with 8 minutes and 27 seconds left in the opening period.
Man, that was pretty, Blake. Nice one-timer there to give the Wake Forest Demon Deacons a 2-goal lead in the first period. Man, that was pretty, huh?
So Mahoney with a goal and an assist in the early goings tonight. Puck drop goes to the Deeks. Captain's goalie tried to set up the offense, but almost got caught lacking. Puck up at the point. Long shot, bounces up into the net, and a whistle with 8 minutes and 5 seconds left. Have you seen a change, Scotty? That first goal for the captains, and then it's a little bit of a landslide the last latter half.
You know, they really came out swinging, and they've really showed it so far after that with the intensity. But in terms of the offensive playmaking, it just hasn't been there since that first goal.
Maybe we're seeing things kind of settle down and the two teams really getting into more talent, schematics.
I mean, the Deacons are doing a great job keeping it in their own end.
Captain's goalie will corral that one stoppage with 7 minutes and 48 seconds.
Deacons looking for a deflection there, couldn't go. Nice stop there from the captain's goalie. But yeah, as I was saying, I mean, Wake Forest is really making noise in their own offensive end. Really doing a good job of getting the puck on net.
Puck drop goes to the Deeks. A quick shot off the pad of Will Austin. Puck will bounce around the bumpers. Up to Race. Another chance. Puck got lost for a second. Right in the crease. Captains avoid disaster. Race trying to send it back inside. Captains all over it. Trying to get some momentum down the ice. And a missed pass. They had a look right there, but pass was way off. Puck goes off the referee. And now the captains look to reset. Race sets up behind Taranteve. Feller passes it to the middle of the neutral zone. Dorfman sends it around the other end. Trying to look for Feller, but intercepted by a captain. A little bit of a slow transaction. I mean, we just saw a line change. It looked like the guys were tired, no?
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what happens so far in games like this. I mean, it is a late night. Things like that can happen, but
47 minutes till midnight.
It's true.
So maybe that plays a factor.
A lot more left in this one.
Another shot. Shot by Gate. Hauled in by Will Austin. 6 minutes and 10 seconds left. Again, 19 shots on goal for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons compared to just 7. I believe that number sat there for a little while, maybe a few shots, but Puck drop goes to the Deeks. Quick shot again. I think the objective is shoot early and often, Scotty.
Yeah, I was about to mention the shots on goal. Huge differential so far in this one. Captain's really struggling.
What
a nice save there.
What a save, yeah. Reminds me of a baseball play where the guy just goes out and snags it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, against...
Like a third baseman.
Exactly,
You think it's going to fly right by his head.
Hot corner, yeah. It's what you got to do against this Wake Forest offense.
Fight for the puck behind the net. The Captains come out with it. Trying to move down the ice. We'll see what they can do. And again, Wake Forest thwarts the attempt. And they're all over it. Now the Deeks moving down the ice. That's Granelli with the puck. Sends it over to Mahoney. Tries to shoot in, but it's deflected. Goes back door. And again, Will Austin all over the puck. Last couple of shots for the Deeks, he's been all over.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it again. We've been seeing it all night. Every time the Captains try to get in their own zone, the Deacons immediately pouncing on the puck and getting it out of their own end. Really doing a good job of controlling the puck in their own zone.
I mean, it's just a swarm of bees. They crossed the blue line and it was over.
Yeah, I know. The jerseys even look a little like bees, too, on the
Yeah?
back.
As long as you don't say like the Yellow Jackets, I don't think the Deeks would like that.
No. We'll stick with the Demon Deacons for tonight.
Yes. I think there's still a bad taste in the mouths of Demon Deacons fans after the Yellow Jackets game.
Yeah, I think you've got a good point there, Blake.
We're approaching 3/4 of the way through, 5 minutes remaining. Wake Forest couldn't corral the puck, and Captains are going to try to set something up, but there's a shot off the pad of Taryn Teeve. Another shot attempt off a defender. A third shot attempt. This is the best outing for the Captains so far. Race will send it around the bumpers to Jones with 4.5 minutes to go. Tracy with the puck shot. And that was about as close to going in without.
What an opportunity.
I thought that was going in.
Yeah. My ears are still ringing after hearing that. As close as you can get to a goal. Would have put up the Deacons by 3, but man,
Yeah.
tough break there. Hey, love to see what the Deacons are doing in their offensive zone. I've been saying it all night. Really coming in hot.
Brierton on the dot. Deeks will win the drop. Puck deflected into the air, right into the bench. Almost took out, looks like a assistant. He did dodge the puck. We'll get a new one. With 4:09 left to play in the opening period. It's Brereton again for the face-off. Deeks will win it. Sends it around. Austin going to try to get it to his own guy. Again, he's playing with fire a bit because the Deeks are so fast to jump on the puck. Again, the Captains having a tough time getting out of their own zone. Brereton now pass to the slot. He couldn't corral it. That was Angley. Now Brereton going to try to get the puck back. Another missed pass by the Captains, but they still have it on their offensive end. Through the neutral zone.
Got a penalty coming.
What'd you see, Scotty?
Might have been a high stick there. I think Winthrop lost a stick and tried to defend without one, and looks like he might have gotten a high stick. We'll wait for the call here to see what happened.
It's number 19, Hollinger, going to the clank with 3 minutes and 15 seconds left in the first period. 3-1 Wake Forest advantage over the Christopher Newport Captains. Puck drop in the Wake Forest end. Drop goes to the Deeks. They'll send it inside. It's Winthrop in the corner. Back to the other end. Up to Granelli at the blue line. Looking to set up. Puck at the point. Back to Granelli. Pass inside to Winthrop. He couldn't corral it. Back up to the point to Granelli. Pass to the right side. Shot in. Deflected to the left. Again, Deeks maintain possession. Straddling that blue line. Granelli back again. Slow and methodical drive by the Deeks, and finally it's disrupted by the Captains, and they try to clear it. Roberts sends the puck inside, no one home to get it. Roberts again in the right bumper. Up to Granelli. He'll reset like he has been. Dorfman with the puck, moving inside, trying to find a lane. And Will Austin will glove it. A very long, sustained possession for the Deeks. Good to see. I mean, sustained offense, a couple looks.
Yeah, some nice shots up front there, but you got to give it to the captain. Some good sticks out front to block any shot attempt there. I mean, the goalie Austin only had to make one save there with the glove, but yeah, nice move. Nice moves there up front by the Deacons, but better defense from the Captains.
And props to Granelli, really commanding the offense on that. I mean, it was almost a 3-minute look.
Yeah, just got to keep the puck moving around the O-zone, try to get a shot on goal here.
Captain's going to try to break out and turn it right back over to the Deeks. That's Mahoney past the blue line. Going to shoot and deflect it to the left. A fight in the left bumper. No one's got the puck. Now the Deeks have it. Mahoney with the puck again. Got it in the crease. A missed opportunity. Now just under a minute to go in the first period. Feller has the puck. Gets it up to the blue line. Back to Feller in the corner. Captains have a chance. And they give it right back to Mahoney and the Deeks. Feller down the ice. It's a 2-on-2. Shot deflected. Just under 30 seconds to go. Another shot far to the right. Deflected off the right pad of Will Austin. Captain's just trying to avoid danger in the final 15 seconds. Doing a good job as they get it out into the neutral zone and into their offensive zone, which should kill the end of this, but they're going to get a look. And they back out. And that'll be the end of the first period. Wake Forest leads the Christopher Newport Captains 3-1, and they also have a large advantage in shots on goal, 23-7 advantage that is. Again, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons lead 3-1. Scotty, what did you see?
Yeah, just really good offensive playmaking there. You see it in the shots, 23-7. Just really good job of keeping it in their zone, shooting it on any account. You know, we see it from both the D-men on the forwards, on the power play too. Just great stuff all around from the Demon Deacons here in the first.
Do you have any advice for the captains? I mean, again, they had that strong start, and then it kind of just went downhill from there.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're being really aggressive, hitting, you know, making those big checks, but they got to do better on the forecheck in particular. You know, they're getting it down the ice, but once they get it, the Deacons immediately strip it away and bring it out to center ice, or even in some cases in their own end. You know, just need to see a little more aggression from the Captains, but the Deacons, from what I've seen so far, just a faster and more aggressive team.
I would have to agree with you, Scotty. We're going to take a break, let the Zamboni do his thing on the ice, and we'll be back for the second period of action. Once again, the Wake Forest Demon Deacons lead the Christopher Newport University Captains 3-1. We'll be back and a short break.
We welcome you back to the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds. I'm Scotty Kimmelman alongside my friend Jackson Baker. Today, the Demon Deacons are taking on the Captains here. They're up 3-1 heading into the second period. It's been a barrage of offense for the Demon Deacons. We talked about it, myself and Blake, in the first period. 23 shots, contrary to the 7 shots from the Captains. It's been a great game so far.
Yeah, I think the most important thing of the game is the fact that if you're just joining us, the Captains did score first. They took the lead after only a couple minutes in the game. After only 2 minutes and 44 seconds, Christopher Newport took a 1-0 lead over the Demon Deacons. But immediately following that, Wake Forest rattled off 3 goals in the next 10 minutes to take a commanding lead, and they did it in a commanding fashion too. Wake Forest has had the puck in the Christopher Newport end for most of the first period, and they'll look to continue that here as we get into the second.
Just about ready to get back going here in Winston-Salem. It'll be Moran in the face-off circle as we get ready to start the second period. Here we go. Captains immediately win the face-off and settle it down. Trying to spark some offense after that lackluster first period despite that opening goal. So Demon Deacons immediately get the puck back. Shot there deflected and rings back behind the net. Kept in by the Deacons. It's flipped into their own zone there. Kept in. Shot on net there is wide left. Still in the Demon Deacon zone. Goes back out to the point. Shot on net again is a glove save there. Nicely done by Will Austin.
That's kind of how this game has gone so far, Scotty. Wake Forest has had their way in the offensive end pretty much just as much time and space as they want up there on the point, and they have really tested the Christopher Newport keeper here today, Will Austin, who has stood up to the task so far with 21 saves, but they're going to need to start possessing the puck if they want to get back into this game.
Absolutely, Jackson. I mean, another good shot there from Winthrop, but as you said, Will Austin's been doing everything in his power to keep this game relatively close. As an offside warning there, we'll give the puck back to the Captains. They get it through center ice. Looks like we'll be getting an icing call here. So face-off in the Wake Forest zone coming up.
They've tried the jump and chase offense today, trying to break the Wake Forest forecheck, but it's just been a lot of dumping it in, not a lot of chasing. I think as soon as they've been able to clear the zone for most of this afternoon, they've just had to clear it and then go for the change.
Yeah, Wake Forest really been pouncing on those opportunities so far, just doing everything they can to keep it in the zone. We get another face-off here in the zone. Immediate shot on net. There's a nice save by Austin. Failed attempt there to get it out there from the Captains as another shot on net is hit wide. Looking for a deflection there as Rockford corrals the puck. Looking for a centering pass, goes behind the net. Another pass there is deflected but kept in the zone. Go behind the net again. A centering pass is caught up there in the middle, right in front of the crease. And it gets stripped away from the Captains, streaking towards the ice and into their own zone as the Captains. Look at this move. A nice shot, but a great save there from the Deacons.
There's no one there to follow it up for Newport, and Wake Forest is able to break.
Immediately recovers the puck back, but stripped away. That was from Mahoney, who got the puck stripped away from him. His Captains immediately recover. Shot there, nice pad save from the Deacons goalie. Terentiev doing his fair share of work tonight as we almost get a breakaway there from Mahoney, but stripped away with a nice stick. Mahoney circling, ranging, looking for a man, finds one on the wing. Nice stop there from the Captains to prevent a centering pass. Back out to the point there, and a shot there is deflected again, but recovered from the Deeks and taken away and taken out of the zone by the Captains. Puck at center ice now, and the Deacons will dump it off into their own zone again. Opportunity there, but it's mishandled there from the Deacons as Jones had a chance to finish it, but couldn't come through. Jones again fighting for the puck. Feeds it back out behind the net. Centering pass. Puck is loose out there, but the Deacons can capitalize. Captains get it out of the zone. Puck is stuck in center ice, but is brought back into the Wake defensive zone. They recover, get a change. And we'll do it again. Captains And now the Deacons immediately take the puck back again, streaking towards the center.
Yeah, tried
Kept
the
in again
nifty
by the
move there,
Deeks.
got dispossessed. Save from Austin. Wake continues to possess in the offensive zone.
Puck taken outside, behind the blue line. As the Deeks will have to reset, Winthrop just dumps it in there. Going in for the forecheck is Lacordi. Winthrop now with the puck. Puck is deflected. We'll have a breakaway chance for the Captains. They'll circle around, find a man back at the point. Nifty move there, but it's broken up by the Demon Deacons. Still kept into the zone. And a centering pass there, it's whiffed. Recovered there by Winthrop.
It's a nice recovery from Albers. He was the one who the shot initially blocked to start that breakaway chance. But he recovered, blocked the shot out front, and stripped the puck away to get it clear.
No icing here as Winthrop tries to keep it out. And a shot there from the point is missed wide right. Opportunity there, but couldn't come through. Big hit on the boards there as the Captains keep it in their own net. Looking for a shot, but it goes wide. A sprawling attempt to save it is no good, and the puck gets thrown back past center ice and into their Captain's own zone.
Terentiev was unable to cover that puck, but it was cleared away nonetheless. Now the Deacons strip it. Trombley with the errant pass.
Nice save there. It was a good effort for a shot there. For number 21, Dortmund. Puck stuck there in the corners, and it's rained out. Looking for icing call, and they'll get it. So far, Jackson, we've seen in this period, at least the way I see things, a much better effort, much better shift here from not only the Demon Deacons, we've seen that, but from the Captains as well.
I agree. I think they're continuing to dump the puck in and chase and apply pressure to the Demon Deacons, but the pressure's been much more effective. They're getting their D-men up into the zone. Their forwards are converting and connecting on their passes, and they've had a couple great opportunities so far.
Just won the face-off there, trying to get it out of their own zone. Pass up there is getting chased down by the Deacons. Icing will be waved off. And Wake Forest recovers. Try to strip it away. There was the Captains, but the Deacons bring it into their own zone. Big hit there.
Huge hit at the blue line. Wake Forest recovers. Nifty move. Dortmund shot, fired on, saved.
Good effort there from the Demon Deacons. Yeah, we saw that big hit there. Nearly an interference call if he held onto the puck a little less, but
I'm not sure who it was, but the winger for Wake Forest was reaching out for the puck. He could not corral the puck just before entering the zone, but took the hit from the Captain's D-man anyways.
it'll be Mahoney at the face-off circle. Wins it, and the Deacons bring it back out to the point. Nice move there. Behind the net, looking for a centering pass. Searching and scanning. Looking for any opportunity to score. Puck brought back out to the point and mishandled there. So Meade with a mishandle there. As the Deacons trying to get it back into their own zone. Some more pressure applied here from the Captains in the second period. Nice move to get into the zone by the Deacons, and a nice save there. Shot on that is again blocked by Austin. Two nice saves in a row. Another effort there.
Just wide from Rockford. This Grinelli line for Wake Forest has been their best line today. Rockford and Mahoney have goals, and Grinelli's been all over the place. But here's a break for the Captains.
Breakaway shot effort, and it goes just high.
I think Austin got a piece of that. Sticks on the ground.
Yeah, it's Terentiev with a nice save there. As the Deacons recover, could get a 2-on-1 here. Pass there. And a nifty move, but he couldn't come through with the backhand.
Nice move. Had the goalie beat, but I think Austin got a poke check there.
Really good effort, but the Deacons couldn't come through again.
And we've got a delayed penalty here against the Captains, a hooking call. Looks like Wake Forest will be on the power play.
So it'll be another power play opportunity for the Demon Deacons, already their third of the evening. Excuse me, fourth of the evening. Man, these captains can't stay out of the box.
Yeah, 0 penalties so far on the Demon Deacons, 4 for Christopher Newport. 2 of Wake Forest's goals have come on the power play, and that is currently the difference in this game.
Yeah, see what they can do here on this fourth opportunity here as the captains go shorthanded. Immediately wins the faceoff, but the Deacons able to keep it in their own zone. Scanning behind the net again are the Demon Deacons. And a shot on net there, looking for a deflection, but it goes high. Wake Forest recovers again, find a man out in zone. Looking for any sort of opening. As a shot there goes just off the crossbar and into the netting, out of play. We'll get another face-off, but man, they've really been going after those deflections.
Yeah, that looked like that was Gurnelli again. Looked like it got a tip out front just off the top of the crossbar and deflects out of play. An offensive zone draw here, still on the power play for the Demon Deacons.
Really good chance there. See what they can do now. It'll be Moran again at the face-off circle.
Got a whistle. Looks like Moran will be kicked out and will do the draw again.
We Feller this time around. Captains win it, but it goes off a player. Deacons aren't able to keep it in. Tight pressure there from the captains. Looking to get back into the zone, they do. Clean entry there from the Demon Deacons, looking to get any opportunity here to take a 3-goal lead. Nice move there, looking for a centering pass, but he couldn't get through. As the puck is cleared out there. Gate now with the puck. As he scans, as the Deacons change again. Looking to go through some traffic. Clean entry from Gate. Just finds a man back out at the point. Shot there's deflected out in front. Try to get that puck through some traffic. But a line of captains made that unable to get through to any chance.
Looks like Wake Forest will go back to the first unit on the power play here, back to the Gurnelli line. Been their best line so far today.
Mishandled there and recovered from the captains. Less than 30 seconds left on this power play.
Cleared all the way out. Here comes Terentiev out of his net.
Out of the net.
Just enough to clear that one away. That's
Bold
not what you want to
move
see as a
there.
keeper.
Winthrop now takes it himself, scanning, shooting, but a nice save there from Austin.
Nice move.
So Grinelli now with the puck, looking for some space. Power play time has allotted now for the Demon Deacons. Are unable to come through with a goal. Captains now, as they dump it in again to their zone. That has not been working well for them so far.
that one looked mishandled in the neutral zone there, Scotty, and they were just able to get it back into the zone. Here comes Wake Forest on the break. It's Rockford.
Rockford now trying to find a man, but a nice offensive move there to cover up Winthrop. The Wake Forest defenseman, though, getting pinned on the boards there, trying to get the puck out and kept into their own zone. And they can't. The captains get it out. And a chase for the puck here will be Grinelli who picks it up. Dorfman now getting pressured heavily from the captains. A nifty move to try to get the puck out in center ice. And a centering pass. There's nobody there to take it for the captains. Swings but recovered immediately by the captains. Just under 10 minutes left in the second period. Still 3-1 Demon Deacons if you're just joining us. Not a ton of action here in the second period. All of the goals so far have come in the first. Demon Deacons get into their own zone, and a nice blocker save there from Austin. Albers looking to get the puck out to the point. It'll be Race who swings it back around the corner. Puck is loose there.
Yeah, that one took a nice bounce off the referee for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Bounced right out in front of the slot, just not able to capitalize and get a shot off. This one given away. Here come the captains.
Chase for the puck here as Ray tries to strip it away from the captains.
Calls forward to the center.
Nifty move there, but couldn't find a man out in front. Here come the Deacons now, through center ice and into their own zone, but immediately stripped away from the captains. Albers now will just flip it into their own end. Chase the puck again, and the big hit there. That was Moran. A good job by him to keep the puck in the Wake Forest offensive zone.
Albert sends it all the way across.
Open man on the wing and a block out there.
It looked like Moran got in the way of Feller's shot.
Yeah, I believe Moran screened him and acted as a defenseman there. This would be a fight alongside the boards here for the puck. Big tussle there, but it's taken again by the Demon Deacons. There'll be a penalty coming now. You can hear the captain's bench not too pleased about
Looks
that.
like we'll have another cross-checking penalty. This one looks like it'll go against Christopher Newport.
Yeah, that'll be another power play opportunity there. The 5th penalty of the game for Christopher Newport. Man, I mean, you can already hear it from here. Their bench is not too pleased about that right when it happens. So
yeah, a little chirping from the bench as soon as that call was made. I don't think they enjoyed that call or the refereeing so far, but I don't know if any of these individual penalties they have much of a case against.
Deacons have the puck now as they won the faceoff. Looking to create an opportunity for more shots here. But the captains will take it out. It'll be Gate on the race for the puck. Pressured again, really good defense from the captains there. This would be a fight for the puck.
That's the captain's alternate captain, Moran there. He's been a force all night. He's been one of the better players thus far for Christopher Newport.
It'll be Gate now just trying to do anything to get a clean entry here for the Demon Deacons. 40 seconds have now gone by in this power play, and it's immediately stripped from the captains. Tracy now with the puck. Nifty move there through center ice. Will get dumped into the Wake zone, but immediately taken back.
Dispossessed by Berger. Berger's also been one of the better players for the captains so far, and the entries for Wake Forest have been what's been lacking so far in the second period. They were able to enter the zone at will, but the forecheck has been much better for the captains so far, even on the penalty kill, giving the Demon Deacons issues. And we'll get an offsides call. Just entered a bit early.
Yeah, a bit sloppy here in the second period. I agree with you, Jackson. You know, just really not going in with as much force as we saw in that first period.
And I'm not 100% sure that's on the Demon Deacons. I think the captains made some adjustments in the period break and have just come out looking a little sharper so far. They were a little flat-footed in the first. There were mistakes with their passes. The zone entries were too clean for the Demon Deacons offense, and they've cleaned all that up here, giving them problems. This is a much closer game than we saw in that first period.
Really seems to be the case. You're absolutely right. Demon Deacons get it into their own zone again. The puck gets brought up back out to the point, to the wing now, looking for a shot, and a nice save there.
All alone, tried to go upstairs, but a nice save. Way to stay in position from Austin.
Yeah, that was Dorfman there on the wing, looking to go perhaps top shelf, but a nice save there from Austin. Demon Deacons now up to 32 total shots on goal in this game. 20-point differential there. As the Demon Deacons win the faceoff again, it'll be Dorfman. Scanning, but brings it around the boards. Puck gets stumped off to Dorfman again, looking for a centering pass into deflection, and it's just in front of the line.
Still loose, and we've got a whistle.
Man, that is, I mean, we saw in the first period a puck go off the bar there.
Yeah.
And we thought that might have been the closest shot we would see to the net.
I mean, I think that puck must have
wouldn't go in.
I think that puck must have rolled halfway across the face of the goal on edge on the goal line.
I mean, I wish we could have some sort of replay just to show you how close that was from our vantage point. But man, that must have been right on the line.
I think it was Rockford's shot on the wing, squeaked through the hole between the blocker and the side of the keeper. This shot rinked wide.
Man, great defensive move there. As another Dorfman shot gets deflected out front. Open man there on the wing again as the power play expires. Demon Deacons keep it in the zone, ringing across the boards. Rockford now looking for a man up front, but the puck is tipped away. Brought back out to the point. Now the waiting game. Dorfman looking for a man. Finds one at the point. Cover there from Rockford. Dorfman now gets the puck stripped away from him, but kept in the Demon Deacon zone.
It's Brunelli.
Captains recover. And an attempt to keep the puck in the Demon Deacon zone goes awry.
Yeah, solid kill there from the Captains. The penalty kill has also been much improved in the second period. So far, 2 for 2, only 1 for 3 in the first. And again, I think it just comes to the pressure in the sticks. There's been more buy-in, and I think they've just given the Demon Deacons less time and space so far.
Deacons will just flip it in to the Captain's end. As they'll bring it in through the blue line, looking for a move here. And the backhand goes wide right in front of the crease.
Yeah, that looked like a centering pass, just did not have a teammate available.
Race now going for the puck in the corner there. As the puck goes past the blue line, here comes the goalie, Austin.
Austin steps out, gets just enough to clear that one away.
Man, that's the second bold move we've seen from a goalie.
Yeah. Goalies have a lot of confidence today. I'm not sure if that's what the coaches on the bench want to see, but it makes our jobs more exciting.
Yeah, some entertainment value. Also get an offside call here on the Captains. Change coming in for the Deacons. We'll get the first line back out here. Less than 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Demon Deacons lead 3-1. Now at the first line, trying to create some sort of fireworks here, just to get another goal on the board before the period expires. Albert's now tracking the puck, getting pressured and pinned upside the boards. Deacons recover. We'll get it back out to center ice. We'll dump it in there, looking for a nice angle there for a shot. Again, kept in there. Dorfman with the shot, just goes high.
Yeah, this period overall has just been sloppy. You saw 2 Demon Deacons fall over there. Just not able to keep their footing. The passes have been sloppier. Those shots have been sloppier. Just overall, Wake Forest needs to reset themselves here, or else they're just inviting the Captains back into the game.
Another loose puck couldn't get corralled there by the Demon Deacons as Dorfman swipes it and throws it back in to the Demon Deacon offensive zone. Feather now getting boxed out there as shot gets blocked out in front by Captain's defenseman. Through center ice now and into the Wake Forest zone go the Captains. Big hit there alongside the boards. That was Albers there. Stripped away there from the Demon Deacons. Puck covering in at center ice, and here we go. A 2-on-1.
Mahoney shot.
Shot.
Rockford.
Oh. Couldn't finish it. Was Rockford there. Looking for the deflection off the pads there.
Yeah, Mahoney did a good job on the 2-on-1. He looked like he was shooting for the rebound, but Rockford was just not in position to finish it off.
Demon Deacons come streaking through the blue line into the zone. And stop there. Austin didn't know where the puck was for a second.
A nervous moment for the keeper, but luckily it falls harmlessly out of the pads, and we get a stoppage.
Just 2:33 left on the clock here in the second period. The Demon Deacons still up 3-1. Have getting plenty of more chances here in the last 5 or so minutes. Up to 36 shots on goal in the game. Captains win the face-off. Unable to immediately get out of their zone. Winthrop there. Didn't know where the puck was for a second.
Communication down behind the net, and the Captains are able to clear. They'll get icing waved off too. See if they can set up the forecheck.
Race now. Dumps it off to his man. That's Dorfman now looking for a partner to pass it to. With Captains recover. Kept in by the Deacons. Oh, looking for a good shot there.
It's a nice pass and a nice attempt there from Roberts. Got better of his defenseman, got the position. He gets another attempt just wide. Roberts, menace in front of the crease here on the shift.
Puck gets recovered by the Deacons. Race not able to keep it into their own zone, and it's taken away from the Captains. Nice move there, though. from Winthrop. Great stick from him to avoid any further damage that the Captains could have put on.
The sticks from the entire Wake D have been very impressive today. Getting in front of passes, in front of shots, poking this puck away before they're even able to enter the zone.
Immediate pressure.
Yeah, looks like Watson will clear the zone here. Use the referee as a screen. And again, poked away. It was Albers this time. He gives it away, though.
That was Angley there with the red gloves trying to make some big pressure here as the puck is kind of held up behind the net here.
Yeah, look at the red gloves. Nice
Big hit
move.
there. Puck will get sent back out to the Wake Forest zone as tired Albers and Gatt try to pick it up and recover. Gate now
Wake
mishandles.
This has been the best forecheck of the night on this shift for the Captains. Loses the footing down low. Out in front.
Gate scanning, trying to do everything he can to get the puck out of the zone. Is not able to. His shot on net. His glove but mishandled there from Terentiev. And the puck goes flying across the boards. And we'll get an icing call on Wake Forest. Just 10 seconds left here in the second period. And as the clock is about to expire, we'll get a face-off in a Wake Forest defensive zone.
That was the best shift of the period and possibly of the game since that opening goal for the Captains. The forecheck was impressive. I think they caught the Demon Deacons with some tired D-men out there, and they were able to make them pay. No grade A chances on goal, but they had a lot of puck possession. And they'll see with 10 seconds left if they can get a final shot.
Immediate shot attempt, but a nice save and smothered there from Terentiev.
Yeah, he did not look ready for that shot. It was fired quickly off the face-off, but he gets a pad to it, a blocker, or a pad save. And it looks like they're going to pull the goalie. The Captains have decided with 3.6 seconds they're going to pull the goalie for the extra man on the face-off and see if they can get this game to within one.
And hey, at this point, why not? 3 seconds left in the second period, just looking for an extra forward to perhaps get a shot on net here. Face-off and immediately brought down. And that'll be the end of the second period. The Captains couldn't get a final shot off there. No score in this period. It's 3-1 Demon Deacons. Still commanding lead on the shots on goal, 36-16. I mean, of course, the real score is important, but throughout the game, that's what the Demon Deacons have been dominating on.
Yeah.
Is keeping the puck in their offensive zone and doing everything they can to get the shot on net.
I think you said it perfectly, Scotty. They've continued to dominate as this game has gone on. A little bit less in the second period. I think Christopher Newport will be hoping to build on that as they come out in the third period, as well Wake Forest will hope to return to their form of the first period and hopefully retake that commanding lead and see this one through to the end.
Thank you for sticking with us so far on this one. We'll be taking a quick break, about 12 minutes or so, as Blake and Jackson will be heading on the radio here. And we'll hope you stick around for the third period of Wake Forest versus the Captains here in Christopher Newport. We'll see you in a minute.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to the third period between the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Christopher Newport University Captains. I'm Jackson, joined by my partner Blake for the third period, and we're in for a good one. Wake Forest took a 3-1 lead in the first period. Christopher Newport opened up our scoring early, but Wake Forest bounced back 2 power play goals and a 5-on-5 goal within 5 minutes of each other to take a commanding lead, and they have not looked back since. Dominated the first period, healthy control in the second period, and the Captains will look to build back on a improved second period, but they'll continue to build on that and look to get back into this game. Blake, what do you think is the most important thing for Christopher Newport to get back into this game?
I mean, try to find a spark like they did to start the game. I don't know if that means just come out and be extra physical because, I mean, we're getting down to the final 20 minutes. You're down 2 goals. Just lay it out on the line and see if you can.
Something's got to change.
Catch lightning in a bottle.
Yeah, something's got to change. Again, just have not been able to get their footing here in this game since that opening goal. They started hot, obviously, but since then, the dump and chase offense has not worked. Wake Forest defensemen have been quick to get those pucks back out of their zone and break. Improved forecheck for the Captains in the second period, but still nowhere near as effective as we've seen out of the Demon Deacons today. So we'll see if they can get a little bit of energy and build on that momentum. For the Demon Deacons, I think it's important for them to continue just to not make any mistakes, not let the Captains back into this game, and continue to try and dominate the game.
I mean, even if they do what they did, I think they had still 13 shots on goal in the second period. That's still a success.
Yeah.
So even if they just continue what they're doing, they're going to win.
Yeah, for sure. That second period was closer to 50-50, but still more than good enough from the Demon Deacons. This one won back by Berger, chased by Moran, shot, fired on. That one's blocked over from Dorfman. Chased into the corner by Moran. He'll try and send it back to Winthrop, but it'll squeak through. Winthrop will chase it all the way back. Pressured, stick goes flying, yard sail behind the net. Dorfman circles, looks for the outlet pass, finds it big, stretch pass to Morin. Morin makes a man miss behind the net, out in front, but Feller was not able to get on the end of it. Dorfman pressures, sent back out. This will be Albers. Feller has a pass, goes for the shot, whiffs, sends it back out in front, can't get on it, and here's a 2-on-2 chance for the Captains. Sent across, not controlled. Mead pressures, ties him up against the boards. And looks like we'll have a delayed penalty. Interference call. Looks like this one will be the first penalty of the game against Wake Forest. Number 21, Dorfman. Much improved penalty kill from the Captains in the second period. They went 2 for 2 in the second period on the kill, but this will be their first look on the power play of the night. Wake Forest a man down for the first time tonight. This face-off one back. Albers will ring it around, deflects off the boards. Granelli can't clear. Here's Watson circling. Had Berger. He went across the ice instead. Makes a man miss. Looks for the pass. Fantastic stick. Goes down. No penalty call. Shot blocked. Albers clears. I think that was Granelli there who got beat but stayed with the play, tied up his man, and able to cause some chaos there and allow the Deeks to clear. Granelli wins it back in front. 1-on, and he scores! Granelli, from the point, made the play in his own defensive zone to recover the puck, allowed Albers to clear, and then on the forecheck, along with the line mate Mahoney, out in front, 1-on nobody with the goalie, and he slots it in the corner. That will give the Wake Forest Demon Deacons a 4-1 lead, short-handed from Granelli, assisted by Mahoney. That is continued dominance on special teams for Wake Forest. 2 for 5 on the power play, and now first time a man down tonight, and they score a penalty kill, short-handed goal.
Jackson, you kind of had to think Granelli was going to cash in. I mean, all night he's been all over the ice, commanding the offense. I think he was due for that.
I couldn't agree more. Rockford and Mahoney as line mates got the Demon Deacons on the board with the first and second goal. Granelli had a couple helpers earlier. He gets his own tonight, giving the Demon Deacons their 4-1 lead. Still 1:20 left on the power play for the Captains as they look to get back into this game. A much taller task now, 3 goals down. This one chased into his own end by Berger, pressured by Rockford. Rockford lays the body in the corner and recovers the puck. has a bit of help. Sent out front. Cannot be picked up by Roberts. He'll retrieve it now, take it all the way out. Deeks will look to possess and kill off some of this power play. That one rings around. Pressured. Picked up again by Gate in the corner. He'll send it back behind the goal. And another few seconds will tick off the power play. Here come the captains to the neutral zone. Entry. Laid back. Looked like he tried to shot. Missed. Shot again. Deflected out front. Saved by Terentiev. Cleared out to the side. Recovered by the captains. Berger in the corner. Dispossessed by Roberts, but picked up again by the captains. Finds its way back to Berger. Berger finds Moran. Moran, centering pass. Too strong for Blank. Swan finds Moran out front, and he's instantly pressured by 3 Demon Deacons. Shot deflected over the head of Terentiev. Power play continues to tick down, just 5 seconds remaining. Here's Berger. Berger looks to shot. Now he's pressured out of the box by Dorfman, and he'll just send it back around. Well, Blake, I'm sure Christopher Newport got that power play thinking this was their way back into the game. They were only 2 down. A goal on the power play would make it a 1-goal game. Instead, they come out 3 goals down from the shorthander from Granelli.
Yeah, I want to say the biggest thing I've seen from Christopher Newport is they get these movements down the ice and they do a cross pass, and I think they've missed every single one.
I agree.
And I think if they can just hit one of those passes, maybe this game is 4-2.
I agree. They've been looking to center the puck all night long, and they've had a couple great centering passes, but it feels like every time they're whichever forward is in the is out front, just can't handle the pass, whiffs on the shot. It's just been a little sloppy right in front of goal for the captains. This face-off is won back by Brereton. Pressured, pushed into the O-zone by Albers. Picked up on the outside by LaCourte, centered, and deflected. Captains pressured. Here's a 3-on-2 chance. Another rush chance, and a huge hit laid out in the middle of the ice by Albers. Took out 2 captains, and all that's left is the shot fired on. Gloved, but we will get a whistle here. Not sure what the whistle is. A little bit of pointing from the referee.
Maybe they don't know.
Yeah, I think no penalty called. Again, huge hit in the middle of the ice from Albers. Took out the puck carrier and the man behind him. Single-handedly took down that rush chance. The pointing was that the neutral zone draw here. That's what the pointing was for. Fired in from the captains. One back by Blank. Centered. Again, another centering pass. Goes free. No one on the end to connect. This one sent around back. Left. Moran back to Blank. Shot. Deflected. Pad save. Albers clears with the help of Tracy. This one's picked up by Jones, and a man goes down. Not sure what the call is. Looks like it might be offsides. Yes, Jones made a man miss. Defenseman went down, but looks like he entered the O-zone just a tad early. Neutral zone draw from the dot. This one back. Over to Race. Race finds Roberts. Roberts sends it in. No one to chase. This one will be picked up by the captains as they look to break again. Sloppy pass, though. Recovered. Here's Race. Race. Shot fired on, blocked. Another offensive zone turnover. Roberts back to Jones. Jones can't get the shot off. Tracy lost that one. This one by Gate. One-on-one shot, and it'll be held by Terentiev. That's a nice save between the blocker and the side of the body. It's a common shooting area for forwards, but he's able to shut the door that time and keep this at a 4-1 game.
Puck went into his chest like a bullet.
It did. That was a rocket. Some good shots today from the captains, but just a lot of their great chances have not been able to fully connect on. And Terentiev, that one's off the post. Nicked the post as it went through. This one kept in by Murphy. Murphy looks to pass, shot right into Terentiev, and that one will be held as well.
Only 3 shots on goal for the Captains. They actually do have the advantage. Just one shot on goal in this third period for Wake Forest.
That one shot on goal is all they needed, though, to extend the lead.
I think the aggression's coming through for the Captains, but again, it's just not enough.
I agree. I think they've continued to build on that second period. They have way more offensive zone time. I think they've more offensive zone time than the Deacs do in this period. But again, that may just be part of the Demon Deacons' game plan to see this game out. They know they have that 3-goal advantage, and maybe they're just taking less risks sending players forward. It goes down, and we're going to get a penalty here against Christopher Newport. Looks like it's going to be a tripping call. Power play for the Deacs. Looks like, oh no, it's a slashing call, number 34, Berger. And that is the 6th penalty of the night against Christopher Newport. And again, those 3 special teams goals for the Demon Deacons, 2 on the power play in the first period, and the short-hander from Granelli in this period are the difference tonight.
If history repeats itself, Jackson, we'll see.
We will. Demon Deacons looking to extend their advantage on the power play, which has looked dominant at times tonight. This one will find Granelli at the point. Skates in, passes, Dorfman. Fakes the shot, back to Granelli. Granelli skates with it around, finds Dorfman. Dorfman has an opening shot just wide. Austin may have had a piece of that one as it went wide of the net. Recovered out by Granelli, and Wake will look to enter the zone once again. Roberts makes a man miss. Goes by a second. Can't get the shot off. Dispossessed by his own teammate there. Winthrop got in his way, and it's cleared out. Chased by Granelli. Granelli hard into the boards by Blank. Recovered, centered, and great deflection from Dorfman. Good stick there from Terentiev to clear the puck fully. And Wake has a 3-on-2. This one skates around, all the way around. Man in the center doesn't find him. Back out to the point. That errant pass. This one, Granelli cannot handle the pass. And here come the Captains. One-on-one here. Granelli, good defensive play, wins the puck along the boards and continues to push. Just 40 seconds left on the power play. Dorfman picks it up. In the middle, finds Tracy. Tracy looks to shoot, fans on it. And it'll be cleared to the side. Recovered from Tracy. He's looking to shoot once again. Shot fired. Pad save from Austin. Out to the corner. Wake establishes their power play once again. Mahoney up top. Into the corner and fanned on by Feller. Quite a few of those tonight from both teams. Shots out front, good opportunities. Just a little overzealous and not able to actually connect with the puck.
The biggest difference is Wake Forest connecting on their passes.
That is true.
Especially with Granelli's line.
Yeah, Granelli's line has been the best line for Wake Forest tonight. 3 goals from that line today, including the shorthander and 2 on the power play. Here's a 1-on-0. Captains, shot, huge save from Terentiev. Going right to left, makes the big save with the glove, and he looks to be potentially injured. He's shaken up after the play, and we will also have a penalty.
Might have got it right up under his pad.
Yeah, it did. He might have, looks like he might have overstretched something, moving right to left. It was a great save, but at what cost? Another power play for the Demon Deacons here. As Hollinger from the Captains will go to the box for cross-checking. That is the 3rd cross-checking penalty tonight on the Captains. And they, again, just every time they get back to even strength, they get a little momentum, they shoot themselves in the foot once again. That is Hollinger's 2nd penalty of the night once again. His first one was for high sticking back in the first period. This one cleared by the Captains all the way back to Terentiev. Terentiev leaves it for Gate. Gate up through the neutral zone. Outskates all of his help. Solo into the O zone. Finds a pass across ice for Tracy. Tracy finds Mahoney. Mahoney tries to make a man miss. Loses it. Tracy pressured. Picked up by the Deacs. And they'll go at it once again. Mahoney fakes the drop pass. Take it around the net instead. Help out front. He opts for Tracy at the point. Tracy looks pass, looks shot, looks pass. dispossessed, find his way to Gate, and Gate's shot deflected wide. Tracy out front, wants it, and he scores! Tracy, assist from number 3, Feller. Tracy will make this 5-1. He was calling for it. That might be the third or fourth time I think he's tried that point shot here on the power play, and this one he gets to connect.
That one, I mean, just on a rope.
It was. It was. Right in between the blocker and the pad from Austin. Not much Austin can be expected to do there. Open lane. You favor Tracy in that matchup all day long.
Absolutely. It is now just a run from the very beginning. That first goal by the Captains.
It is.
And it's just been downhill since.
It has. A little bit of a backdoor route here from Wake Forest. And looks like we have a little bit of a equipment issue from Terentiev. Possibly a clasp on the mask. See if we can get a better angle. Oh.
Taking a drink of water.
Looks like he was just thirsty.
Well, he did get the wind knocked out of him. It looked
He
like
did,
at the
yeah.
net, so a much-needed timeout as we're nearing the
Yeah, it
back
looks like
stretch
he
of this
met
game.
with the team trainer there. Got all healed up, and he's ready to finish out the remaining 11 minutes and 10 seconds of this matchup.
Thanks to Scotty for that angle.
Yeah, appreciate the camera work. This draw, won back by Brereton. Finds Mead. Mead to Race. Race sends it up the ice, all the way up the ice. And this one will go for icing. Was a bit interesting. I'm not sure what the issue was from Terentiev there. He looked to go to the bench just for the drink of water and then returned to his net for a second drink of water. Not entirely sure what was there. Probably was related to that fantastic save he had on the breakaway. Probably just looked like he was fiddling with the mask a little bit too. So we'll cut him a break on that one. Draw. One back. This is Angley. Sent around. Finds LaCourte. Sent back around. This one. Won by the Captains. Pressured. Cleared. Only as far as Mead. Mead will circle back over the Race, and they'll look to re-enter the zone. Race's pass is deflected. Voigt pressured. Mead gets the better of him in the matchup, and Mead carries it along the boards. Accelerating through the neutral zone, dumps it in, chases it himself. Oh, big hit, big collision behind the net. Nifty move on the side there. This one picked up, tries to go around a second, can't. D-man helps him out. That's Race, and this one will just be cleared by the Captains. A couple nice moves from Burton on that shift, but not able to get by the final man. However, icing, and they'll do it again. Still only 3 shots on goal for the Demon Deacons in this period, but 2 of them have found the back of the net, and this game has quickly gotten away from the Captains.
Yeah, I mean, the rate of success there, you really can't go wrong with that. Again, small number of shots, but they'll take that all day, every day.
They will. The goals is the only stat on the scoreboard that matters. Shot from the point, deflected over. Chased into the corner by Feller, he'll send it around. Morin takes a spill in front of the net. Dorfman picks it up, sends it back behind. Centering pass, deflects off the net. Cleared, only as far as Albers. Albers just whips this one back into the zone. This one will careen around and find Winthrop. Winthrop to Dorfman. Dorfman looks to shoot, looks for the deflection, can't get it. Open lane for Austin, and he makes that save look easy. Snags it with the glove. Only the 4th shot on goal in the period for Wake Forest, as we are under 10 minutes to go.
Definitely a slower pace in this third period.
It is.
Which I would say is to the disadvantage of the Captains, and I think we've seen that with those 2 goals.
Absolutely. Wake Forest has been equally as aggressive in this period, but maybe a little more selective with their chances, and it looks to have paid off.
Now with Granelli in, who knows what's going to happen with the Deeks.
Yeah. The Granelli, Rockford, Mahoney line back on the ice. Again, 3 of the 5 goals for the Deeks have come from this line thus far. This one bounces off Terentiev, but he's able to glove it. And a defensive zone draw for the Granelli line.
Still looks like Terentiev in net is adjusting his equipment. And
He is, yeah, a little fidgety still. Hopefully he's fully recovered from that fantastic cross-crease save he made earlier, but we'll see as this one finishes up. This one chased in. Grinelli sends it back around. Chased it himself. Finds Rockford through the legs of Rockford. Mahoney there to get the shot on goal. Just wide. And another penalty. Slashing. And this, what is this? The 7th power play for the Demon Deacons today? Or no, sorry. It looks like Grinelli's going to the box.
I'll say what a pass by Grinelli.
Oh, fantastic pass.
If Mahoney was there, he was just a bit out of place.
Yeah, I think the pass was intended for Rockford. It snuck between his legs, and then it found Mahoney.
And it's Mahoney, in the box.
Yeah, Mahoney's going to be the culprit of the slashing call. Only the 2nd penalty of today for the Demon Deacons, and I'm sure they're favoring their chances as they have a 100% success rate on shorthanded goals so far this evening.
Now's the time for the Captains to strike.
Yeah, this may be the last opportunity. That draw won by Tracy. Sent in, chased all the way by Roberts, all alone. Looks to find Tracy, finds him, shot, glove save, and a beauty. Will Austin continues to keep his team relatively in this game with another fantastic glove save.
We've called Austin's name a lot, and it's a tad unfortunate because there's 5 goals on the board, but he's made a lot of plays.
Yeah, I'm not sure those 5 goals are at all his fault. Again, 37 saves tonight for Will Austin. And he was put under pressure early and often today, and he stood tall to the task. That, one of his best of the day. Glove save. Tracy received the pass from Roberts in the crease. He was all alone on the point, and Austin was able to stand tall and make the stop. Now, the Captains dump this one in, chased by Berger. They'll look to get any sort of momentum going on the power play. Camacho up top, looks to find the slapper, fired wide. Chased, cleared, back to Camacho, looks to pass, he does, the one-timer is fanned on. Cannot be cleared by Race. Captains recover. Race ties him up, Tracy help, still in by the Captains, this one sent behind. Looks like Berger wanted the call, lost his stick, no call.
He was very frustrated that he appeared.
He is. I think the entire Captains team has been frustrated. One-timer and does not get enough. Tarantiev's out of the goal. Fantastic defensive play there from Tracy. Tracy pretty much saved the goal there. The net was wide open as Tarantiva overcommitted. But now Tracy's in alone on the keeper. 1 on nobody. 2nd of the night. 5-hole for Tracy. And the 6-7 celebration from him and his line mates. Tracy made that entire play by himself. Tarantiev overcommitted, way out of his crease. Tracy stands tall on his own line, on his own goal line, carries it coast to coast, and fires one in. And now, unfortunately for Will Austin, it looks like he has been pulled. I don't think there's really much that he could have done differently. Again, 4 special teams goals for the Demon Deacons today. 2 of them on the penalty kill. 2nd shorty for the Deeks tonight. And both of them, I mean, that one was 1 on nobody. Just a great finish. Coming into the game is number 1, Henry Gagne. He'll get approximately 7.5 minutes of action here as the Captains look to create a spark. However, Blake, I think the goalie change might be too little too late.
Yeah, and I think the last sequence really is a tell of the game. They had a chance down at the goal, but a great save, and then they go right down the ice, and Tracy capitalizes.
Yeah, you said it. That is pretty much the tale of how this game's gone for the Captains. Any sort of offensive momentum is quickly snuffed out by a smart stick from the D-man on the Wake Forest end, and then and the offense capitalizing expertly. Fired behind, Morin sends it out, deflected. Overcommitted by the defenseman. Wake rushes. They'll send in Mahoney coming out of the box. Puck behind the net. Keeper out of the net. Mahoney, huge hit in his own end. Mahoney had his head down trying to get the puck and look for a shot on goal, and the hit was laid by Tromble.
Mahoney got right back up and was right back in the action.
Continuing the pressure. This one's picked up. Shot fired on wide. Mahoney after it once again. He's been everywhere tonight. Him and his entire line. Spinning back and forth a couple times. He'll be dispossessed. Captains will look to clear. Mahoney goes down behind the play. Maybe a little frustration from the Captains. Intercepted by Meade. makes another man miss, accelerates to the neutral zone, looks to pass, drop for Mahoney. Wrist shot deflected out front. Albers, another shot deflected. I think that was Tracy again who had the one-timer out front, not quite able to deflect it back into past Gagne. That's the first save from Gagne so far.
Again, the Deeks just do a miraculous job getting the puck right back up the ice.
They have, goes down, arm goes up, and we're going to have a tripping call. Another power play for the Demon Deacons.
That right bumper has taken a lot of hits tonight.
It has. Boards have been punished down there in the end. You said it. You said it, Blake. Any momentum that the Captains get going is quickly snuffed out by effective defense from the Demon Deacons, and their forwards are able to turn it into offense very quickly. This penalty, a high sticking call, Murphy, number 9, at 5:41 to go in the third period. And I think that is the 7th. This will be the 7th power play for the Demon Deacons today.
I have 9 here, Jeff.
9 power plays for the Demon Deacons today. That's not how you're going to win a game. 9 penalties.
So many you lost count.
Yeah, I think that's 18 minutes in the box so far for the Captains, and that's not a way to win a game.
I think we've got Coach Adams for Wake Forest having a word with the referee. Yes, he's not very happy.
Not happy. It's going to be a 4-minute minor actually against Murphy. A double minor. Must have been drawn some blood there. Coach Adams looked like he wanted a 5-minute game misconduct and possibly an ejection. He was not happy with the call. He thought it should have been even more.
Coach Adams is not afraid to be the vocal leader for the Wake Forest Demon Deacons.
No, and I think during that confrontation you saw a little frustration from the captain's bench. I think they know where this game's headed. They know that this one's going to go the Demon Deacons' way. And he scores! Number 27, Winthrop, his first goal of the night. And he will put the Deacons up 7-1, and that will only knock off 2 minutes of the power play. And so they'll get 2 more minutes here when we come back.
Like I keep wanting to say it, but every goal is just like, that's the tale of the night.
It is.
And it continues.
It is. Yeah.
That's the tale of the night.
Dominant offensive zone. First shot on, deflected. Great save by Gagne, but he's not in position for the rebound. Defensemen weren't helping him box out. He's not able to make the second save. And Winthrop in position. Yeah, you were saying it. There was some frustration from the captain's bench during the penalty call. I think they know where this game's headed, and I think they're just looking forward to the bus tonight. Probably more welcoming than the ice has been so far. 1-on-1. Captains come in. Shot deflected over into the netting, and we'll get a draw. I think that one made its way all the way down into the fans.
The spectator just grabbed it.
He did. That one made it through the netting all the way down, and he's got a souvenir for the night.
I've seen a lot of fans recently. They've been giving the pucks back. I'd be holding on to it.
I would keep it, especially dominant performance like this from the Demon Deacons. I think I'd want that as a keepsake.
And he's holding on to this one, so I don't blame him.
Smart decision. Gate carries it behind. Looks to quarterback another power play for the Demon Deacons. Carries it all the way around. Finds his teammate up top, but it's deflected. This one will go all the way back to, Terentiev will leave it. It'll be picked up by Brereton. Second unit gets some time here for the Demon Deacons on the power play. Sharing the love. This is Gate again. Carries it around, looks to center. Back up top. Once again, Race cannot hold it. That's the second time through. Gates carried it around, found Race up at the point. He's got and he was not able to corral the puck. Brereton carries, makes a man miss, looks to shoot, fired. Looks like it was blocked by Race, his team captain. The goalie goes down, and we have an injury on the play. And we've got a fight. Team captain Race gets involved. We've got guys coming in, and we've got a second fight looking to unfold here. Not sure what happened there. Tempers flare. Newport not exactly happy with the scoreboard, taking their frustration out on the Demon Deacons.
Race is maybe the most animated one on the ice.
He is. I think, not sure what happened there. It looks like they're going to send him to the locker rooms early. Yeah, I think it looked like Gagne went down there. I'm not sure who it was out front. It might have been Race. That might have been the point of the confrontation. However, it wasn't entirely his fault. He was pushed into the keeper, took the keeper with him, and then whoever pushed him got angry at him for no apparent reason and then attempted to fight. Looked like we also had a secondary confrontation. I think Angley got in there trying to break it up and was taken down by another member of the captains.
It's a bang-bang play. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left.
Yeah, that's one I think the captains, they just see their goalie on the ice and they immediately jump to his defense, which is fair enough. But yeah, I don't think there was anything that Race did wrong there. It looks like they've sent him to the showers early just for the not sure what the official call is going to be here.
I think they're still trying to figure that out.
Trying to figure it out. I think probably not sure why they sent him unless they're going to give him 5 minutes for fighting, in which case he would not be out of the box until the game is over. He's making his way the long way back around to the bench without a stick or a helmet. Oh no, he's making a bathroom break for Race.
It's a convenient location.
It is.
Quick
right by the concession stand too. Gagne looks to be no worse for wear as he shakes off the leg injury. A little bit of an exciting finish here for you today. Again, if you are just joining us, or you joined us late, Wake Forest up 7-1. Christopher Newport University scored the first goal of the match just over 2.5 minutes into the game. But since then, it's been all Wake Forest. 3 in quick succession in the first period, and then 4 so far in the third. A continued lengthy discussion by our 2 referees here. They go to tell the captains the final call. Looks like, I think Trombley was the one in the confrontation with Race, and he is in the box right now, which would indicate an additional which might indicate additional power play time for the Demon Deacons. Not sure. Yeah, again on that, I don't know what Race is supposed to do. I mean, he gets shoved into the other team's goalie, and as soon as he's back up on his skates, he gets taken down by the by one of the members of the other team.
Well, somebody's got to take the fall, Jackson.
I guess that's true. If you're down 7-1, you got to take your frustration out on somebody. Look, one of the student managers, or I'm guessing that's a student manager for Christopher Newport, is not happy. Trombley is also being escorted to the showers. His night will end early.
As vocal as he is, he might be the head coach.
I mean, it looks very young to be the head coach, but you're right. He's doing a lot of yelling for a student manager. He's very animated on what was a completely normal hockey play. I'm not sure if he was watching, but again, one of the captain's players pushed Race into their own goalie, so not much he could do there. Looks like we're going to get a 2-minute minor penalty on number 32, Trombley, for the instigation, and I think coincidental fighting penalties for both Trombley and Race. So it'll be a 32-second 5-on-3 here for the Demon Deacons when we return.
Trombley's not in the box, though.
No, he's not. He was, because of the fighting penalty, he was escorted out, and they're just getting another player to serve the penalty. Looks like Camacho's been tasked to serve the penalty after Trombley was escorted to the showers.
I was a little worried when Trombley walked out. Race was also right there.
Oh, yeah.
And
luckily, no more confrontation between the two off the ice.
Well, they both went behind a wall, so we don't actually know.
That is true.
Perhaps
in the future, hopefully, we'll have an extra camera we can send to get eyes on that.
A roving reporter.
Exactly.
Here in the Fairgrounds Arena.
Again, 32-second 5-on-3 for the Demon Deacons. That 2-minute instigating minor against Trombley, along with the fighting penalty for him and for Race. However, the draw is won back by the captains. They look to push. Shot fired on from the other side of the red line. blockered aside by Terentiev, and the Deeks will look to push. Pressured from behind here is Roberts. Held up against the wall. And now they're able to establish the power play. Plenty of time and space here on the 5-on-3. Just pick your opportunity. Roberts fires wide. Dorfman recovers, and out of the box comes Murphy. Regular 5-on-4 for the Deeks now. This one in between finds Rockford. Rockford loses possession. Back to Granelli. Looks Dorfman in the end. Saucers it to him eventually. Roberts looks in the middle. Another shove out front. Rockford not able. And another penalty on the Captains. Looks like we'll get another cross-checking penalty against Christopher Newport. I'm not even sure what the official count is now, but I think we have over 20 penalty minutes for the Captains, which is a third of the night. And this will be an extended 69-second 5-on-3 opportunity for the Deeks. This one will be Murphy. He just exited the box, did not even have time to go to the bench before he returns.
I think perhaps many are wanting the referees to swallow their whistles here, but
I mean, I can see that point of view, but if you want to go home, you should probably just,
that
stop
is
fouling.
the other edge of this.
Yeah.
The other side of the sword.
They got to call a fair game. It's all about player safety out here, and I think they're doing a good job tonight. This one chased into the corner. Tracy in there once again. Fires it across to Rockford. Rockford dispossessed. Here's Gate. Or sorry, that's not Rockford. That's Feller. And Gate. Tracy's been quarterbacking every power play so far tonight, and he's done a great job. This one is Mahoney in the corner. Looks back across. Escapes Feller. That puck was on an edge. Looks back to Gate. Back across. Here's Mahoney. Looking to shoot. He does. Through the legs of the defenseman, but saved by the keeper. Back out to Mahoney. Looks across. Roberts looks to shoot. Or no, Feller looks to shoot. He will. Deflected high by the keeper. Just 10 seconds to go on the 5-on-3 for the Deeks. Here's Gate. Across. Mahoney can't control it. Shot deflected. Tracy could not connect with the rebound opportunity. This one cleared away. It's a 2-on-0 for the Captains as Camacho looks to shoot. Save by Terentiev. And he goes down once again, but another fantastic save from the keeper for the Demon Deacons. That was Camacho exited the box with a 2-on-nobody. But Terentiev able to get across the crease and make the save. And now Wake Forest looks to break once again. This is Tracy. Makes one-man miss, goes around, nifty move, goes down. Puck still loose. Now we get a whistle. And another confrontation. Tracy and
Zone man tripped him.
goalkeeper goes down unassisted.
I think the sticks got tangled?
I'm not sure what happened there, but he took a spill and there was no one around him.
But going back to the other end, I mean, that was perhaps the best look for the Captains all night.
Oh, that was definitely the best look for the Captains all night.
And again, they just can't capitalize on it.
It was a nice pass. Camacho had the opportunity. Took a second to center himself, and when he picked his head back up for the shot, Terentiev was already there. Draw one back by the Captains, but given away. Recovered and given away once again. This is Brarton with the puck behind the net. He'll find LaCourte. LaCourte sends it around. Sent back around. Brarton pressuring. Lays the body on the boards. Jones has it. Shot. Blockered away. Only as far as Angley. Angley back across. That pass is deflected. Jones recovers. Sends it back in. And we are at 5-on-5 once again with only 45 seconds remaining in this one as Wake Forest continues to keep their foot on the gas. Recovered by the Captains. 3-on-2 rush if they hurry. Looking to make a man miss. Skates in, out. Tries to center. Blank can't get there. Forecheck from Moran. This is picked up with pace. Captain skate in. Shot fired. Not gloved by Terentiev, but a save made. And we have a whistle. Not sure what the whistle was for. I don't know if the referee thought he gloved it. But we'll have a defensive zone face-off for the Demon Deeks.
It did look a tad like a glove.
It did, but the puck was definitely free there on the ice. But whistle was blown. Face-off. won by the Deeks. Taken around, behind the net, fired around, recovered. Feller sends it up the ice. Picked up by Granelli, not letting his foot off the gas. Fakes the pass, taking it in on his own, and he scores! With 3 seconds to go in the game, Granelli scores his second of the night, 4th for that second line for the Demon Deacons, and that will end the game. Your final score here at the Winston-Salem Fairgrounds, Demon Deacons 8, Newport University 1. Again, Demon Deacons 8, Newport 1.
Only fitting that Granelli gets the final goal.
It is. Granelli, I think, we don't have an official 3 stars of the game, but I think Granelli would definitely be in the conversation. Had helpers on the first 2 goals by Mahoney and Rockford to get the Wake Forest Demon Deacons back into the game. And then in the third period, caps off the night with 2 of his own, the shorty, and then the one as time expires. I think we also need to give credit to Terentiev, the netminder for the Demon Deacons tonight. Made some fantastic saves. It can be hard for a keeper sometimes in these games where it is so one-sided, not really in his own end much, but he stayed alert, made saves when he needed to, and was able to keep this score line looking pristine for the Demon Deacons.
I mean, he even put his body on the line a little bit.
He did.
And clearly was unfazed when push came to shove. And again, just a great performance. And the only goal he gave up was in the very beginning, and you overlooked that.
He is. Yeah, that is true. He definitely recovered nicely, making 21 saves on 22 shots. Thank you all for joining us. I'm Jackson.
And I'm Blake.
Along with Blake and Scotty. Wake Forest Demon Deacons 8, Newport 1. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you again next time.